Hi, this is Sassy Beauty, and I'm sorry I'm a little late today. Actually, doing my video. I'm not sure if I mentioned that I had a doctor's appointment today, and so um, after the doctor's appointment, I come home, and it's that time of the year where we all need to renew our health insurance for 2015. So on my bed which is where I spend most of my time in the winter time, is in my bedroom because I need to be underneath tons of covers. I'm always cold, and it's very difficult when you're cold. You also what comes with cold is pain. So I have to be underneath a lot of covers, and I have two hoodies that I have a velour hoodie, and then I also have another just simple what do you call Abercrombie hoodie that I have. Both keep underneath my pillow. So when and if I should get cold, I just take one of the hoodies and put them on. Anyhow, I went to the doctor's today, and when I went, I knew that I wasn't going to expect to walk out of the doctor's office feeling confident with my doctor for the purposes of going there, getting that resolved. And it's so frustrating. And although I have health insurance with my husband, and I also have health insurance for myself because I'm disabled, you get Medicare, you don't really get a great list of doctors that you can go to. For example, after my doctor's appointment, I have severe, severe back pain. I have arthritis in my back, um, and also herniated discs. I was in an accident. Um, I was in an accident. It'll be 11 years ago in August, this August of this year. 12 years, August of this year, it will be. And I hurt my back, and I hurt my neck, and I hurt both my knees. And so the injury seems to, instead of progressing, it seems to get worse. So anyhow, long story short, my back is hurting, and I'm not getting anything for back, no trigger injections, nothing, no type of anti-inflammatory. However, that's this little sample of 6 tablets, and the 6 tablets. This is called Vomavo. I don't have commercials all over the place now for it, but I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm trying to put it where you can see it. It's 6 tablets that come in this box, and it's actually another name for naproxen. I took this, and I said to myself, 500 milligrams / 20 milligrams. And then on the box it says naproxen, magnesium. This is not going to help my back. I've taken naproxen for years, and I can be wrong. This is my opinion, but I don't trust naproxen. It just seems like another Tylenol, another Aleve, another Advil, another Motrin or ibuprofen. Something to take for a headache. For severe back pain, I, I'm not very confident about. The other thing is, depression. They'll give you your antidepressant medication for a short period of time, and then they want you to go and visit a psychiatrist or do psychotherapy. It's just These doctors today want to put money in another doctor's hands, and then the pharmacy's hands, and then the pharmaceuticals' hands, and then the pharmaceuticals go back down to your primary physician and give them these free samples like this to hand you. And then after they hand it to you, and if it works, right, for a period of time, this is working for you and you're getting this through your primary physician, 3, 4 months later, they're no longer giving it to you. You have to go to your rheumatologist to get it. Or you have to go to your this went blank, fibrofob, your oh, I'm sorry. I just have a book here. I have to orthopedic doctor. Okay? The same as with Topamax. Topamax is used for migraines. Topamax is also used for seizures. Topamax is also a mood stabilizer. I take Topamax for migraines. Initially, I was taking Amitrex. My primary physician suggested, well, why don't you tell your neurologist to put you on Topamax? You are my primary physician. You're telling me to go to my neurologist and ask him to put me on Topamax, okay? Why can't you, since you're the person suggesting it, write the prescriptions for the Topamax? This was back in October when he made this suggestion. This is now January. And so I go to my neurologist and I tell my neurologist what my primary doctor said. And my neurologist's response was, why couldn't he have written the prescription? And I looked at my neurologist and I said, I asked the same question. And today I'm asking the same question. Why is it my primary physician, the person that's suggesting that I take Topamax, cannot prescribe Topamax? Well, I'll tell you this. His excuse is this. My doctor's excuse is he is not able, or he will not be able to manage the dosage of the Topamax. So for now, I'm on 25 milligrams, okay? Now, 4 years ago, I was on 100 milligrams of Topamax. So I know that 25 milligrams of Topamax is not going to help. This is just minor, just to brush the little pain, the migraines, the mood stabilizing, just a little bit. Understand? When I was on 100 milligrams. So I don't understand it. So I have to he cannot basically level and increase the medication of the Topamax. He doesn't have the capability, according to the primary physician. So I have to go to the neurologist and let him determine if I need more or less or any at all. Okay, so that was frustrating with the doctor. Also, blood work. I'm due for blood work because I have vitamin B deficiency. If you follow my journal, I suffer from also multiple sclerosis. So I have to get injections of vitamin B. Somehow they're no longer available. B12 injections are no longer available. And as I mentioned yesterday, the doctor forgot to prescribe me the B12 injections so I could give them to myself. So again, I mentioned that to him. His answer was, there's no more B12 injections. I cannot prescribe them for you. You have to go to your over-the-counter grocery store, Walgreens, Walmart, wherever, and purchase the vitamin B12. Now, let me just explain something to you. The reason why I started getting the injections is because the over-the-counter B12 vitamins, taking them orally and purchasing them over-the-counter was not working for me. The same thing with my level D, my vitamin D. intake. I take 500 milligrams, okay, 3 times a day, because my vitamin D milligrams is not no longer 3 times a day, but I'm sorry, it was 3 times a day. Okay, they stopped prescribing it. Now I have to purchase the vitamin D vitamin over the counter, 5,000 was, yes, 5,000, and I take it once a day. I still have a vitamin D deficiency. So what is that accomplishing for me? I'm paying money for now. You want me to go to these pharmacies and get this medication from these specialists, and then you want me to go to the grocery store, mind you, and get over the counter medication. I had my nose bleed yesterday. I have nasal drip every single day from thyroid. I have to use saline. He wants me to put saline up my nose. I'm already suffering from nasal drip. Do you think I feel like putting saline up my nose every single day due to nose drip, which is annoying, very annoying. I go through a box of Kleenex within a month, probably less, because my nose drip. I have Kleenex all over my bed. I have to sleep with. I have Kleenex all in my pockets. I have to carry with me. So my frustration is, why aren't the doctors sympathetic with people? Why are they demanding you go through all these different channels, just like the food chart channel? The doctors has now joined the food chart channel. We have the food chart channel, and at the top you have your proteins and your dairy products, and then your veggies and your fruits, and then little small snacks. The doctors are doing the same thing as your food chart channel. I mean, your food chart, sorry. So I'm just so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It is, I repeat, it's so entirely frustrating. I'm also diabetic, okay? So I'm going to all these different doctors. It costs me gas money. It costs co-payments. It costs co-payments for medication. Do you think that I can afford that? I may be married, but I'm disabled, okay? So with a household of only one person working and the other person disabled, how can someone afford all of this? I am not understanding it. Just the same as I don't understand this new Obamacare that I don't care for and never did, because it's forcing people to have medical insurance, and it costs more now since Obamacare to even purchase health insurance. I remember working for the state, and I never had to pay almost $600 a month for just health insurance. And that doesn't cover dental. It doesn't cover vision, my husband's insurance, and he's paying over $600 a month. And CDP, HP, or whatever it is. And then I have asthma. Guess what? His insurance doesn't cover this prescription. I have a nebulizer. His insurance refused to pay for this. Refused to pay for my nebulizer. My husband's insurance also refused to pay for my sleep study and my CPAP machine. He pays $600 a month. He's already met his premium, his deductible, and whatever else it is he's supposed to meet. We met that now. For Flonase, okay, we both take Flonase. It's $60 is the copay. $60. So what are these doctors doing? Are they helping us or are they hurting us? I'm really frustrated. Suffering enough from fibromyalgia, in pain, and have doctors that don't understand the disease. But then when you have other ailments that adds up on top of the fibromyalgia, and you doctors don't understand, and they want to put their hand in your pocket and take out and give to someone else that's making more than you. That's not fair. I don't understand how that works. I don't understand why is it fair. But all I can say is that anyone, even if you don't have fibromyalgia, if you have heart disease, if you're suffering from any sort of ailment, it is not fair to you and I that these doctors are gaining monetary gains off of you and I because of our ailments. And because of you and I, it may be genetic things such as heart disease, high cholesterol, because of our cultures, you know. So it's honestly isn't fair, and I'm very frustrated. And sometimes my frustration is higher than my pain. And then when you have the pain along with the frustration, you're about to blow up. It's difficult to live with. It's because you're in a bad mood. You know, your spouse comes home from working hard, and then he has to deal with you blowing up because you're frustrated and you're in a pain, and you have all these doctor's appointments. You know, it's not fair. The people around you are suffering along with you, but the way they're suffering is being pushed away when you're not intentionally trying to push them away, but you are because of the anxiousness and from all of this extra stress. And we don't need it. We don't need the extra stress. So, what I'm trying to do this year by doing these journals and these live streams is try to get people to learn to be more supportive and understanding to those who are ailing, to those who are suffering, to those whom they cannot afford these medications and these doctors and these extra, authorizations and so on and so forth. You can't even afford a ride in an ambulance when you're in pain and you need to go to the hospital. So these are some things that I'm concerned about, and these are some things that is frustrating. And with all of that being said, it gives my pain level a 10. So in any event, I thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, and you can follow me on Twitter. Again, it's Sassy Beauty 69. I've been on Twitter ever since the day I was diagnosed. So you can learn a little bit about myself. You will learn my fight, my journal, and what I've gone through. I've come a long way. Believe in me, I've come a long way. But don't be surprised if you watch a video and tomorrow I may be in tears. Or don't be surprised that come Saturday, if I'm doing a live, I'm funny and I'm happy and I'm talking about something a little bit more off topic, just because I want to bring a surrounded approach this time around with my journal and with bringing people in and getting people into my life and understanding who I am and what I'm about and how I suffer. Because what you see, other people are not letting you see that. And they're going through the same exact thing and experience the same exact thing that I am. So I thank you again for watching. And I'm Sassy Beauty, Sassy, B as in boy, EAUTY 69. Follow me on Twitter. Thank you, and God bless to you and your family.